with the rich and the super rich. I was given an excellent chance to see suffering and illusion from all sides. And what did I do? I did not value these associations, nor did I appreciate the message that was there for me to learn. My dear Lord, it is I who was so fortunate to be given a very healthy body. With this body, I could have rendered service to you and your representatives 24 hours a day. But what did I do? I did not appreciate these blessings, nor did I use this body completely in your service. My dear Lord, it is I to whom you have given many spiritual books and other spiritual paraphernalia. And what did I do? I read them and put them aside. I did not fully understand the books, nor did I sufficiently attempt to enter into those pastimes. My dear Lord Madhusadana, it is I whom you allowed to travel all around the world, studying so many cultures, meeting many professors from various countries, giving them all the chance to hear the message of Sanatana Dharma, explained by your pure devotee Srila Prabhupada. And what did I do? I did not represent you properly, nor understand that Krishna is the source of all success. My dear Lord, it is to me you have sent so many wonderful devotees to associate with, so many mentors. And what do I do? I have not accepted any of my mentors, as I offend and challenge them regularly, nor have I valued the great mercy of Vaishnava association. My dear Lord, you have sent so many souls to assist me by removing any reason not to give this life to you. These disciples have undergone all types of austerities under my order for you and in your services. And what have I done? I have not been a compassionate spiritual master, nor have I caught up with your great predecessor. My dear Lord Madhusadana, you are the killer of the Madhu demon. This demon was so powerful, but for you, his annihilation presented no difficulty. My Lord, it is I that have a mind in which lodges such an active demon. This demon is an infant next to the great Rakshasa demons you have already destroyed. My dear Lord, I am such a beggar. I have no one to turn to but you. I have taken all associations and opportunities for granted. Without your causeless mercy, my life is finished. I, Bhakti Tirtha Swami Krishnapad, cry out, asking that you please kill this demon in my mind, allowing me to fix my consciousness totally on your feet. I humbly make this request, but if I do not receive your blessings, how will I continue in this body? Please, my Lord, appear fully in my mind, never to leave. I beg forgiveness. I am that desperate beggar, waiting anxiously for your rescue and established presence.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Kisai Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Sri Swami Sri Krishna Padaya Prabhupada Sri Shri Gauraka Sakti Bhakti Tirtha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Kisai Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamne Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharana Nirvisesa Sanya Vadi Fasachadi Satari Om Gyana Timaram Dasya Gyana Jana Salakayan Chakshulam Militam Yana Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Padati Swapadantikam Pandeham Sri Gurun Sri Tapadakam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Shaktajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Sri Visakam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kansara Kansana Suti Tapta Kanchana Gurangira Vrindavaneshwari Visavana Suti Devi Unamami Hari Priya Vancha Kalpataru Vyascha Vipasundu Vyayevacha Patitanam Pavanabhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So we are meditation 21, begging for forgiveness.
Entonces estamos en la meditación número 21, orando por el perdón.
We have the mercy of the Lord to have the opportunity, to have the chance to meet with the Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami.
Entonces, por la misericordia del Señor, tuve la oportunidad de encontrarme con el devoto puro, su divina gracia, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada.
Our fortune of meeting Srila Prabhupada is not only Prabhupada. Our fortune of meeting Prabhupada is meeting with all the previous acharyas.
Nuestra buena fortuna de encontrarnos o de asociarnos con Srila Prabhupada no es simplemente con Srila Prabhupada, sino con todos los acharyas previos también.
Because you will find out that in all Srila Prabhupada's purports, he has quoted all the acharyas in his book.
Porque Srila Prabhupada en sus significados, él cita a todos los acharyas previos.
So meeting Srila Prabhupada means meeting all the acharyas.
Entonces, encontrarse con Srila Prabhupada significa encontrarse con todos los acharyas.
It's an opportunity to hear what all the acharyas has taught us and being easily explained by Srila Prabhupada.
Y es la oportunidad de poder escuchar lo que otros acharyas nos han enseñado a través de Srila Prabhupada.
So Prabhupada taught us how to worship Lord Krishna in a very loving religious way.
Entonces Prabhupada nos ha enseñado a adorar a Krishna de una forma religiosa y amorosa.
Considering Lord Krishna to be the ultimate goal of life.
Considerando a Krishna como la última meta de nuestra vida.
We have to offer everything to Krishna because he is the ultimate end of everything.
Tenemos que ofrecerle todo a Krishna porque él es la última meta de todo.
So what are we doing with the association? The Prabhupada is given to us with all the acharyas, with all the teachings, with all the opportunities given to us. What are we doing with them?
¿Y qué estamos haciendo con la oportunidad que Prabhupada nos ha dado junto con todos los acharyas y las enseñanzas y las oportunidades? ¿Qué es lo que estamos haciendo?
We are not very serious about it, and we don't have a deep appreciation for the message we are getting from Srila Prabhupada and all the acharyas.
No somos serios ni tomamos en serio las enseñanzas de Srila Prabhupada y de los acharyas que él nos ha presentado.
Every day we are attending lectures in a very routine way, in a very superficial way. Every day we are hearing lectures, we are attending programs, we are worshiping, we are attending kirtan. We are doing so many things, but all superficial.
Todos los días escuchamos clases, atendemos al programa, realizamos nuestras adoraciones, pero ¿de qué manera lo hacemos? Todo de una manera muy superficial.
We are applying, how much are we applying what is being given to us?
Sorry, Gurudev?
How much are we applying what we are hearing, the messages of Krishna? How much are we applying the message of Krishna consciousness?
¿Cuánto hemos puesto en práctica? ¿Cuánto estamos aplicando las enseñanzas de Krishna en nuestra vida?
This meditation is about our lack of taking things very seriously.
Esta meditación habla acerca de la falta de no tomar las cosas seriamente.
Everything is just the rituals, but we're not going beyond the rituals.
Todos son rituales que no van más allá de un ritual.
Where is application?
Se necesita ser aplicado.
Theory never makes one perfect. It's the practice that makes one perfect.
La teoría no hace a nadie perfecto, es la práctica lo que hace a uno perfecto.
So we have opportunity for terminating our material existence. But how much are we taking advantage of everything that's being given for us?
Tenemos la oportunidad de corregir, de purificar nuestra existencia en nuestra forma material, pero ¿cuánto estamos aprovechando de esta oportunidad?
The Gurudev is mentioning, he's giving his own example, brought up in ghetto. Ghetto is
Slums.
Yes, slums. Not a decent place. Not a decent. Like when you, it's like a place for street people, street boys and girls, street men. It's a slum. Very indecent environment.
Entonces, aquí Maharaj está dando su ejemplo de que él nació en el gueto. El gueto es como la parte donde la gente muy pobre vive.
So one is born in a not a well-to-do family, or not a well-to-do village or situation. One is not born in a well-to-do family. One is born in a very, very poor condition, and from there one rises to the situation where we have a better facilities, and above all that, taken to Krishna consciousness. It's a very, very heavy promotion.
Entonces, alguien que nace en una circunstancia de pobreza, en un pueblo o en una familia, y supera ese lugar donde nació y luego supera ampliamente, llegando a un nivel elevado en la vida y aceptar el proceso de conciencia de Krishna es un paso muy grande que uno ha hecho.
One may be born in a very poor family, with no much facilities, but one has been taken away from that situation to Krishna consciousness. Or one is born in a materially well-to-do situation, but one has no value for the facilities which Krishna is given. Still, we have been promoted to Krishna consciousness.
Entonces uno puede haber nacido en una familia no muy próspera y aceptar el proceso de conciencia de Krishna, o pudo haber nacido en una familia muy rica, pero aún así uno no puede, quizás no valore todo lo que Krishna nos da en este proceso.
Some people are born in a well-to-do, materially well-to-do family, but they don't have any good culture. They don't have any good character. They have a very, very indecent life. No culture or respect. And so we don't also value that. But with all this negative or bad background, Krishna consciousness has elevated us to where we are. How much are we appreciating that?
Entonces, incluso a pesar de haber nacido en una familia rica, pero muchas veces hoy en día, a pesar de ese nacimiento, cuando venimos a la conciencia de Krishna, no tenemos la educación necesaria, ni el respeto, ni la etiqueta que se requiere. Y esto se nos fue dado en el proceso de conciencia de Krishna. ¿Cuánto agradecemos o valoramos eso?
Krishna is very kind that he has given us an excellent chance to see suffering, an illusion from all sides. So what are we doing with it?
Se nos da una oportunidad de ver sufrimiento y ilusión por todos lados. ¿Qué estamos haciendo con eso?
We don't value it, neither do we appreciate.
No lo valoramos ni lo apreciamos.
We have a very healthy body.
Tenemos un cuerpo muy saludable.
Good body to understand material knowledge or spiritual knowledge, philosophy. We have opportunity for all this.
Tenemos un cuerpo saludable para poder comprender la filosofía y obtener el conocimiento.
We use the body to sleep. We don't use the body to wake up to channel. We use the body to sleep.
Usamos el cuerpo para dormir, pero no para levantarnos y cantar Hare Krishna.
We use our knowledge, our intelligence to speculate. Not speaking about Krishna, just to speculate.
Utilizamos nuestro cuerpo, nuestra inteligencia para especular, no para hablar de Krishna.
So, we are not valuing what Krishna has given to us.
No estamos valorando lo que Krishna nos ha dado.
We have been given the opportunity also to have wonderful spiritual master, our spiritual books, our spiritual paraphernalia. We have wonderful opportunity to understand everything, but we don't use them.
Entonces tenemos la oportunidad de que se nos den libros espirituales, parafernalia, un maestro espiritual, y ¿qué hemos hecho con eso? No lo utilizamos.
We have opportunity to relate with so many different cultures, different religions, different philosophy, different personalities, but with different associations. What do we learn from all this experience Krishna is passing us through?
Entonces tenemos la oportunidad de estudiar muchas culturas, conocer profesores y escuchar y tener experiencias de diferentes lados, pero ¿qué hacemos con esto?
We simply complain.
Simplemente nos quejamos.
We don't see the good thing which Krishna is wanting us to know by presenting all these situations before us.
Y no podemos ver el mensaje que Krishna nos está presentando a través de todas estas experiencias.
So Gurudev is addressing these issues.
Entonces Gurudeva está apuntando a estas cosas.
I did not represent you properly, not understanding that Krishna is the source of all success.
No te he representado apropiadamente sin entender que Krishna es la fuente de todo éxito.
My dear Lord, it is me. It is to me you have sent so many wonderful devotees to associate with.
Mi querido Señor, es a mí a quien has enviado tantos devotos maravillosos con quienes
So many mentors.
tantos mentores.
What am I doing with all this?
¿Qué es lo que estoy haciendo con todo esto?
I have not accepted any one of my mentors.
No he aceptado a ninguno de mis mentores,
as I offend and challenge them regularly.
ya que los ofendo y desafío regularmente.
So I value the great mercy of Vaishnava Association.
Ni he valorado la gran misericordia de la asociación Vaishnava.
We only complain,
Simplemente nos quejamos,
find faults.
buscando faltas.
We don't see what is behind the externals.
No podemos ver aquello que está más allá de lo externo.
When we are giving instruction, what do we do with them?
Cuando damos una instrucción, ¿qué hacemos con ella?
Throw them away
La dejamos a un lado
and do what we want to do.
y hacemos lo que queremos hacer.
And then the result comes to be complaining.
Y luego el resultado es que nos quejamos.
So we are lacking the understanding of what Krishna has given to us.
Entonces nos hace falta el entendimiento del conocimiento que Krishna nos está dando.
My dear Lord, you have sent so many souls to assist me by removing any reason not to give this life to you.
Mi querido Señor, has enviado tantas almas para que me ayuden a eliminar cualquier razón para no entregarte esta vida.
These disciples have undergone all types of austerities under my order.
Estos discípulos se han sometido a todo tipo de austeridades bajo mi orden.
For you and your service. And what have I done? I have not been a compassionate spiritual master, nor have I caught up with our great predecessors.
Para ti, perdón, I'm sorry, I will read the whole sentence. Estos discípulos se han sometido a todo tipo de autoridades bajo mi orden, para ti y tu servicio. ¿Y qué he hecho yo? No he sido un maestro espiritual compasivo, ni he alcanzado a nuestros grandes predecesores.
What is our position?
¿Cuál es nuestra posición?
A misrepresenter.
Estamos mal representando.
And some people are even taking the devotees in our charge outside the movement.
Y hay algunos que, I'm sorry, Gurudev, they are taken out of the movement.
Many have taken the devotees in our charge. Devotees Krishna has given to us in his movement. Many of us have taken them out of the movement.
Y muchos de los devotos que Krishna ha puesto en nuestro camino los hemos sacado del movimiento.
Those who are on the position of a spiritual master and those who are not yet on the level of spiritual master as counselors, they have taken away many devotees out of the movement. Or they themselves have left the movement and those people under death in anxiety. Their Krishna consciousness is questioned.
Entonces hay muchos maestros espirituales o personas que aún no son maestros espirituales, pero son personas que aconsejan, han puesto o han hecho que las personas dejen el movimiento, o incluso hay maestros espirituales que han dejado el movimiento y han dejado a sus discípulos con un montón de dudas y ansiedades.
Instead of being a representative of Krishna, now we have become Krishna ourselves.
En vez de ser un representante de Krishna, we have become Krishna ourselves.
Yes, yes, yes. When we take people away, what is that? When we take the devotees away from the movement, what is that? Where are we taking them to? We are taking them to form our own group as being the Christians. So they are our part and parcels now.
Entonces, no hemos sido representantes de Krishna, sino que tomamos la posición de Krishna. Aceptamos esos discípulos para que sean nuestra parte.
Why we do this? Because we don't have appreciation for Krishna. We don't have appreciation for what Krishna is doing for us.
¿Por qué hacemos esto? Porque no tenemos verdadera apreciación por Krishna, por lo que Krishna ha hecho por nosotros.
My dear Lord Madhusudana, you are the killer of the Madhu demon. This demon was so powerful, but for you, its annihilation presented no difficult. My Lord, it is I that have a mind in which lodges such an active demon. This demon is an infant next to the great Rakshasa demons you have already destroyed. So please also destroy this demon that is with me.
Mi querido señor Madhusudan, tú eres el asesino del demonio Madhu. Este demonio era muy poderoso, pero para ti su aniquilación no presentó ninguna dificultad. Mi señor, soy yo quien tiene una mente en la que se aloja un demonio muy activo. Este demonio es un infante al lado de los grandes demonios Rakshasa que ya has destruido. Así que por favor, destruye este demonio.
My dear Lord, I am such a beggar. I have no one to turn but to you. I have taken all the associations and the opportunities for granted. Without your costless mercy, my life is finished. I, BDDSwami, and all of us who are representing Srila Prabhupada in this way, we should cry out, asking that you please kill this demon in my mind, or in our mind, allowing me to fix my consciousness totally on your feet. I humbly make this request, but if I do not receive your blessings, how will I continue in this body? Please, my Lord, I pray fully in my mind never to leave. I beg forgiveness. I am that desperate beggar waiting anxiously for your rescue and established presence.
Mi amado Señor, soy un mendigo, no tengo a nadie a quien acudir sino a ti. He dado por sentadas todas las asociaciones y oportunidades. Sin tu misericordia sin causa, mi vida está acabada. Yo, Bhakti Tirtha y todo seguidor de Srila Prabhupada, clamo pidiendo que por favor mates a este demonio que tengo en mi mente y me permitas fijar la conciencia totalmente en tus pies. Humildemente hago esta petición, pero si no recibo tus bendiciones, ¿cómo continuaré en este cuerpo? Por favor, mi Señor, aparece completamente en mi mente para nunca partir. Te pido perdón. Soy ese mendigo desesperado que espera ansiosamente tu rescate y presencia establecida.
Let us beg for forgiveness.
Entonces, oremos por el perdón.
being able to appreciate what we have.
Para poder apreciar lo que tenemos.
And to be a bona fide representatives.
Y para poder ser representantes fidedignos.
That will be our glory.
Esa será nuestra gloria.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thank you so much for enlightening us with this very wonderful message of of asking for forgiveness for we have misrepresented what we have by some of our actions. And also, as you mentioned, this meditation is about the lack of our seriousness of applying Krishna consciousness. As you wisely mentioned, that we use our body and we use our body to sleep and our knowledge to speculate instead of glorifying Krishna. And we only find faults and do complaints. So these are some of the things we need to improve, as you mentioned in this. And ultimately, we don't have the understanding of Krishna consciousness properly. So we need to beg forgiveness to the Lord for not being able to represent what we have been given, and also to be able to understand this and be good representatives of this knowledge. So thank you so much, Maharaj, for giving us this very deep message. And we are very fortunate to receive this message from you. So now we would like to move to the second section of this program. So we would like to open the floor for question and answers. So devotees may raise their virtual hands to ask their questions.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Please accept my humble obeisances, Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, we see in this meditation that devotees, they're very casual, they take everything for granted, whatever service or whatever activities they're doing in the spiritual life. So, Guru Maharaj, what is the cause, the main cause for devotees to be like casual or to take everything for granted? We don't value what we have been given. So what is the cause behind for that type of mentality, Guru?
Laziness. Laziness.
Entonces, la pregunta que Prabhu dijo es que muchas veces hay devotos que dan por sentado el servicio, posiciones y demás cosas en la conciencia de Krishna y no valoran lo que tienen. ¿Cuál es la causa de todo esto? Y Gurudeva respondió que son vagos.
We are very lazy.
Somos muy vagos.
We have everything necessary for our profession in Krishna consciousness.
Tenemos todo lo necesario para nuestro éxito en la conciencia de Krishna.
We have devotees association, we have holy name to chant, we have deities to worship, we have prasadam, we have holy places to visit, we have our scriptures, we have pure devotees, we have Krishna himself, we have everything. Why we say have problem? Laziness.
Tenemos todo. ¿Por qué tenemos aún problemas? Porque somos vagos. Tenemos las escrituras, el santo nombre para cantar, prasadam para comer, la asociación de devotos puros, tulsi, tenemos deidades para adorar, las escrituras.
Laziness means ignorance.
Que seamos vagos significa que somos ignorantes.
That is the cause.
Esa es la causa.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
So devotees, whoever have question may raise their hand or may type their yeah. So we see His Grace Daoji Balram Prabhuji. So Prabhuji, you may unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hare Krishna, Gurudev.
Hare Krishna.
Please accept our humble obeisance, Gurudev. Thank you for the class. Just an extension to Prabhu's question. You mentioned that laziness is the cause. So, and I find personally in my life also, to the extent this sort of laziness, what measures can a devotee take to overcome this tendency, and how is it will be possible for him to transcend this particular conditioning?
Entonces, la pregunta que Prabhu hace es en relación a esto, acerca de ser vago, cómo poder, qué podemos aplicar en nuestra vida para dejar de ser vagos y qué es lo que podemos hacer para extender o trascender esto.
If we want to transcend this laziness, you have to practice the mood of goodness. And our Krishna consciousness is established on the foundation of goodness.
Si queremos trascender este estado de vaguedad, tenemos que aplicar el proceso de lograr un estado de la modalidad de la bondad. Nuestro proceso nos establece en la modalidad de la bondad.
No devotee should sleep during Brahma Muhurta. No devotee should sleep during Brahma Muhurta. No devotee should sleep during Brahma Muhurta.
No, ningún devoto debe dormir durante el periodo de Brahma Muhurta. Ningún devoto debe dormir durante el periodo de Brahma Muhurta. Ningún devoto debe dormir durante el periodo de Brahma Muhurta.
That's the beginning of goodness.
Ese es el comienzo de la bondad.
No devotee should sleep during Brahma Muhurta. That time should be for our sadhana.
Ningún devoto debe dormir durante el periodo de Brahma Muhurta. Ese periodo es para nuestra sadhana.
How we will know we are making advancement? When you can take this period very seriously. Even if you are sick, you should do japa by that time. That is a sign that you are making advancement and are making progress.
¿Cuál es el síntoma o los signos de que uno está avanzando y haciendo progreso? Uno va a tomar este tiempo, este momento muy seriamente. Incluso si uno está enfermo, uno se va a levantar a cantar.
So keep to the four regulative principles.
Se mantiene los 4 principios regulativos.
If you keep to the principle, you will develop knowledge.
Si mantienes los principios regulativos, vas a desarrollar conocimiento.
Knowledge destroys darkness, laziness, ignorance.
El conocimiento destruye la oscuridad, la ignorancia, el estado de vago.
If we're not taking this seriously, we are in deep ignorance.
Estamos en gran ignorancia si no podemos lograr esto.
And we cannot transcend it.
Y no vamos a poder trascenderlo.
To transcend it, we have to follow these principles given to us.
Si queremos trascender, tenemos que atravesar tenemos que seguir estos principios que se nos han dado.
If one simply hear these things and there's no practice, that is karma kandi mentality.
Y si no aplicamos estas cosas que estamos oyendo, eso es una mentalidad de karma kandi.
All right?
So we have our next question from Her Grace Madhvi Manjari Mataji. So Mataji is saying, Hare Krishna, dear Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances. In one of your recent lecture, you mentioned that whatever you read, you make it as a prayer. For being prayerful like that, you mentioned that we should be constantly mindful that this world is not our home. So question is, how do we remember not only the goal of life, but also this world is not our home, and have that urgency?
Entonces, la pregunta es, Gurudev estuvo hablando acerca de que todo lo que leamos debemos utilizarlo para poder hacer una plegaria. Y la pregunta que la madre está haciendo, ok, thank you, Pragati. En una de sus recientes clases, usted dijo que cualquier cosa que leamos, lo hagamos una oración. Para poder estar en ese estado de oración constante, usted mencionó que debemos estar constantemente en mindful, de que este lugar, este mundo no es nuestro hogar. Entonces la pregunta es, ¿cómo podemos recordar no solamente de que la meta de nuestra vida, cuál es la meta de nuestra vida, pero de que este mundo no es nuestro hogar, y cómo tener esa urgencia para poder seguir?
You have to associate with devotees.
Tenemos que asociarnos con los devotos.
If you associate with devotees, then we will hear the importance of practicing everything we're hearing, and also we see how they are practicing and we are affected by that.
Porque al estar en la asociación con los devotos, podemos poner en práctica todo lo que oímos y podemos ver cómo poner en práctica.
If we don't do that, everything will remain theory for us.
Si no hacemos eso, todo permanecerá como una teoría para nosotros.
Association with devotees.
La asociación con los devotos
It will give us strength to practice ourselves.
nos dará la fuerza para practicar nuestra sadhana.
Right?
Thank you so much, Maharaj. So next question is from His Grace Pran Hari Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Dandut Pranam. Right. Sorry, I joined late. Actually, I got stuck with some seva. Actually, sorry for that. Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Okay.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, thank you. Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thank you for what I am hearing, just last part of it. So Maharaj, this is my challenge, what I see that, sometimes I feel that I restrict myself to certain work, which is, which I feel that it need to be done. Like suppose going to the temple and then coming back, I should restrict to that. I should not get more associated with the devotee, because sometimes I feel that, associating with the devotee itself, I feel that myself is, or I may be getting into the some controversy or something where basically I feel that, okay, I cannot handle it in terms of I may be doing some aparadh, or maybe I'm not able to handle them well. So I feel that I should restrict myself or keep away myself from not going into the association of devotee. So this is, I feel, these days, because I think that I may be not in a position to handle everyone on a level where basically that I can respect everyone or I can understand them very well. So I restrict myself. So what should I do actually? Is that right or is it wrong?
Entonces el devoto, básicamente la pregunta que está haciendo es que si debo restringir mi asociación con los devotos, ya que muchas veces cuando estoy con los devotos puede surgir diferencias y ofensas. Entonces, ¿debo restringir mi asociación?
It is better to select your association. To select your association.
Es mejor seleccionar nuestra asociación. Debemos seleccionar nuestra asociación.
Not that you have to associate with everybody. You have to select the association that are healthy, that are Krishna consciousness.
Debemos seleccionar nuestra asociación que sea sana para nuestra conciencia de Krishna.
We have mentioned many times that
Hemos mencionado muchas veces esto.
in association, you have to look for three things.
Sorry, Gurudev, in association you have to be with.
You look for three things.
En la asociación uno tiene que ver, tiene que tomar en cuenta tres cosas.
First qualification is, does this person have the same interest with me?
Primero, ¿esta persona tiene el mismo interés que yo tengo?
I like to chant, I like to hear, I want to do service with the seriousness. Does this person have the same interest?
Esta persona tiene el mismo interés que yo, leer, escuchar, ser de misma seriedad en el proceso.
Second, does this person have my interest in his or her mind?
Segundo, esta persona tiene mi propio interés en su mente.
And the third thing, if it's a pure devotee.
Y tercero, si es un devoto puro.
If you see someone with these three qualities, then associate with the person.
Si ves que una persona tiene estas tres cualidades, entonces asocia con ella.
If you don't see this, if you jump into anything, anybody, you're going to have a lot of problems.
Si ves que cualquier persona no tiene estas cualidades, vas a tener problemas entonces.
If you are so transcendental to think that all are spirit souls, part and parcel of Krishna, then you should not complain.
Si eres tan trascendental de que puedes ver a todas las personas como almas espirituales, partes de Krishna, luego ¿por qué te quejas?
Snakes are also spirit souls, part and parcel of Krishna.
Las serpientes también son seres espirituales, partes de Krishna.
But we don't have the association.
Pero no tenemos su asociación.
We don't associate with lions or
Yeah.
tigers. We don't associate with them. They're spirit souls.
No nos asociamos con los leones, con los tigres. Ellos también son seres espirituales.
So we have to select the association which is healthy for our progress in Krishna consciousness.
Entonces debemos seleccionar nuestra asociación para que sea sana y podamos avanzar en nuestra conciencia de Krishna.
So if you see these three qualities, then you should associate with that person and reveal your mind, and your trust will never be destroyed.
Entonces, si puedes relacionarte con estas personas y poder revelar tu mente, entonces nuestra trust, I'm sorry, nuestra nunca será destruida.
Okay. All right.
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Gurudev, I have a question as is a little bit in relationship with this about committing offenses, about someone. Maharaj, Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj was mentioning that, and you were mentioning also that we cannot follow whatever instructions they may give to us. But what happens if we follow those instructions, neglecting everything around us, even if we have some other priorities, for example, family and other things, and then when we are experiencing some problems, for example, when we neglect our health or our family, then we blame the devotees that I was following what you told me and now I'm having more problems.
Yes.
Entonces, la pregunta que le hago es acerca de Maharaj y Gurudeva está hablando acerca de que no podemos poner en práctica las instrucciones que leemos o que se nos dan, pero a veces también hay devotos que siguen al pie la instrucción, negligenciando y negando otras prioridades que pueden llegar a tener en sus vidas, como su salud y su familia, y luego cuando tienen problemas culpan a los devotos o a la instrucción por tener un problema ahora.
No bona fide spiritual master tells us to neglect our health. No, nobody tells us to neglect our health. We should not eat. Nobody tells us to abandon our responsibility. We are taught to regulate our lives so that we maintain our Christian consciousness.
Ningún maestro espiritual fidedigno nos da la instrucción de no comer o de negligenciar nuestras responsabilidades, sino que nos ayudan a balancear, a poder dar un balance en nuestras vidas.
Lord Krishna, we should not forget that Krishna is in the heart of all living entities.
No debemos olvidar que Krishna está en el corazón de toda entidad viviente.
And Krishna knows everything that we do.
Y Krishna sabe todo lo que hacemos.
And he will respond to that.
Y él va a responder a eso.
So if we artificially do something in the name of austerity, then we are going to have a reaction which we cannot handle. And we think that is because we have been advised. Nobody has ever advised us to neglect our health. Nobody advised us not to eat. We are told not to eat unnecessary things. We are told to take care of our health. We can practice Krishna consciousness. So we are losing our sanctification materially. We should make it very clear that we are losing, taking to Krishna consciousness, we are losing our sanctification, and we are not ready for that yet. So we are going back there. We should be very humble, we should be very stable, we should be sincere to mention that.
Entonces, estamos aceptando el proceso de conciencia de Krishna y estamos dejando atrás la gratificación de los sentidos, y si no podemos lograr eso, entonces vamos a volver atrás.
If we act wrongly, we will get the result. And if we act properly, we will also get the result.
Si actuamos de forma errada, vamos a obtener un resultado, de igual forma, si actuamos correctamente, otro va a ser el resultado.
Does it make sense?
Yes, Gurudev.
So, Maharaj, we do not have.
We're not ready to give up our sense education yet. We're not ready to sacrifice that. Therefore, we feel that we are missing something. We want to go back there. Yeah, we should not forget that we have a different background coming to Krishna consciousness, and that has effect in our present life. But it has effect. So we want to go back to the life which we feel we are free. We can do anything and everything we like. It's all right. It's all right. But we should know that we are not going back to God.
Entonces, si no podemos dejar la gratificación de los sentidos para aceptar el proceso de conciencia de Krishna, entonces está bien, debemos entender de que podemos hacer, de que no estamos preparados para dejar de querer disfrutar, pero podemos hacer lo que queremos, pero debemos entender de que no vamos a regresar al mundo espiritual.
All right?
Yes, Gurudev.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. So we do not have any further questions. So we would like to thank you very much for such a wonderful answer to all the questions. And we would like to thank all the devotees as well, because as Srimad Bhagavatam mentions, 3 people are very appreciable. Those who ask the wise questions, those who answer the wise question, and those who hear it. So we are very grateful to you and to all the devotees for the association and for allowing us to serve you. And we would like to conclude this session now, and we would be very grateful to have your association again and again.
All right, Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
His Holiness Bhakti Damodara Swami Maharaj ki
Jai.
Gaura Bhakti ki jai.
Jai.